Hey, sensitive soul. If you are watching this video right now, I'm sure you're at the moment in your life where you feel quite unlovable, and perhaps you're overwhelmed by shame, guilt, or regret, and you're really struggling to accept yourself for who you are and give yourself whatever you really need. But since you're here, there is also a part of you that knows that you are worthy, that you are lovable, that you deserve all the love in the world, and you do. You're right. Hi, I'm Ksenia. I'm a therapeutic art facilitator, an artist, and also a hypersensitive person who finds everyday life overwhelming. But I've created this channel to help myself as well, not just you. And today I want to guide you through a meditative art ritual to help you experience self-love and get deep empathy, compassion, and forgiveness towards yourself. There are so many definitions of self-love, and I'm sure you have your own. So I would really love if you share your definition of self-love. Imagine if it's just a sentence. Please leave the comment below, and it would be really interesting to hear because maybe your perception will change after this practice. Okay, I think we're ready to begin now.
Any ritual begins with setting the space, and so does ours. So make your space feel safe and cozy. Gather your materials, paper or sketchbook, and whatever you'd like to draw with. I'll be using watercolors, but pencils, markers, or other paints are perfect too. The first part of our art ritual is a guided visualization for self-love. So close your eyes, take a deep, slow breath. Feel your body supported by the surface beneath you. Imagine yourself standing in a beautiful, peaceful inner landscape, a place that feels deeply safe and comforting. This is your personal sanctuary. Notice what it's like here. Colors, light, scents in the air, sounds around you. Take your time to explore it. In the distance, you notice a shape beginning to emerge. Soft, hazy, slowly making its way toward you. This is a part of you that has felt unseen, unloved, or unaccepted. You don't need to search your memories or decide who it should be. Simply allow it to come closer, as it wishes. As they stand right in front of you, tell them, "I see you." Then ask, "What do you need to tell me? What do you need from me right now?" And whatever comes, words, images, or even silence, is welcome. Notice something new appearing in the distance. A quiet, loving presence entering this landscape. This is your loving witness. However it arrives, it comes carrying only one intention: to surround you with unconditional acceptance, forgiveness, and love. Let that feeling pour into your heart. Ask them, "What message do you have for me today?" Or, "Is there something you'd like to give me?" And see what happens. When you're ready, return to your breath. Feel your body again, the steady beat of your heart. Know that this love is inside you and always available to you. So carry it with you today. Open your eyes when you feel complete. Now let's move to our art practice. Using your non-dominant hand, begin drawing what you've seen. Drawing this way helps to bypass the inner critic and connects you with the intuitive, the emotional part of you that just knows. So, how to approach this drawing? There are several ways you can do this. You can choose to draw either one moment that felt the strongest, like pausing a film on that exact frame, or if you're more of a structured person, you can choose to draw a map of the whole experience, including all scenes in one drawing. You can also choose to draw the three parts of you. So you, the observer, then your unhealed part and your loving witness. Your drawing doesn't have to match your vision exactly. Sometimes you'll notice that as you are trying to draw something from your head, something else suddenly appears on the page. So let it come up too. Carl Jung suggested that one way to know whether you're creating from the logical, ego-driven mind or from the deeper unconscious is to notice your own surprise. If in your drawing or visualization something appears that you could never have planned or predicted, then you've touched your deepest truth. There is a part of you that has always been here. Not the roles you play, not the mistakes you've made, not what others see. It's a deeper part, calm, whole, and always glowing. So today, as you draw, I invite you to let your hands remember what your mind may have forgotten. This is your time to be seen, accepted, and understood by one person you'll spend your whole life with, you. Once your image feels complete, take a moment to sit with it and reflect. First, give it a simple name. Second, what was that your unhealed part needed from you to see, feel, or understand? Write a message from them, starting with, I wanted you to, and then fill the sentence. Third, if a loving witness could talk to this part right now, what would it reply? And finally, what would change if you lived with this presence each day?
Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. Showing up when you feel disconnected from yourself or you feel rough is an achievement itself, but it means that part of you that feels worthy of love has won over the other part, which makes me really happy. I've done this visualization myself a couple of times, and an interesting thing I've noticed is that there are two states you can get into this visualization. First is when you have something urgent for your psyche to solve. For example, when you are in a very unbalanced state. I personally felt very anxious a few weeks in a row. And when you enter this practice in this state, the visualization can give you something like a little gift for you, even a practical solution, some thoughts about how to get out of that state through the drawing. This is what I came up with. And during and after this practice, I realized what is it that I really need. How do I nurture myself right now? But then there is another layer, the other way to access it. For example, today when I was doing the drawing, I'm not in crisis. I'm feeling okay today. And it helps you to access a deeper layer of yourself, the unhealed parts of you that maybe you weren't aware of. And this is what happened with me today during this drawing. There is a part of me that is still unhealed, but it's somewhere like so deeply hidden that I usually don't want to look at. And it's like knocking at my door and saying, hey, can you give me some love and attention as well. Because in unbalanced state, when things are on the surface, it's easy to understand, I guess, maybe it's not that easy, but it's easier to understand how to nurture yourself. However, when you touch on that deeper hidden part, maybe it's not about understanding what you really need to do, but just making a first step towards meeting that part. The real self-love happens when you accept all of you, all of the parts, not just the good ones, but also those that you don't want to face. And when you are able to perceive yourself as a whole with your faults and limitations, only then you are able to love yourself truly and love others as well. Please share with me what is self-love for you if you haven't already, and I would be really curious to know, how was this practice for you? Did it change anything? At what state have you entered this? Did you need it urgently, or were you able to access deeper layers? And if you want to share your work with me, you can do so by tagging me on Instagram at Draw to Grow Studio or using the same hashtag. Thanks again for being with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.